Years ago, I had a pretty big ballet school, and I gave a lot to my customers. I used to work a lot. I used to give a lot.
Mhm.
And I happened to have a burnout,
Right.
and my burnout lasted, 6 months, really very intensively, where I could not work anymore at all. I was really, really totally out of service, out of order. And it took me even a few years to recover and to become myself again, if I can say.
Mhm.
And my main concern when I reached out to you was, am I going to build up a ballet school again? And if I do, which kind of systems can I implement in myself so that I do not suffer from a burnout anymore? And how come I had a burnout? And what can I do so it doesn't happen again? Helps you to do is to see clearer in yourself, like, do I have to do that? Is it correct that I do that or that I give that? Is it beyond my role? Is it my role? And another thing which is helping you, the coaching is helping you with, is to try to learn to feel faster, because in ballet
Mm.
we are trained since our childhood not to feel. You have pain, you go on. You are sick, you go on.
Mm.
And this is these patterns which we copy in our lives, so we are trained not to listen to ourselves. This, in combination with Protestant education, where by definition the other is more important than yourself,
Mm.
makes it that you never know how do you feel. I mean, this is what happened in me. You're like, the other is more important than me, and I don't know how I feel. So the
Mhm.
coaching taught me to feel, what do I want? Do I agree with this? Is the person in front of me, is it okay what she's longing from me?
Yeah.
This kind of things, to learn to feel and to know what's happening in yourself. Okay. Thanks to the coaching, I'm healthy now. I mean, there is always something to be improved, okay, but
Of course,
I
yeah.
feel I feel stronger.
Mm.
I feel that I have learned to build walls to protect myself. It was like I was like a sponge. I would receive all the emotions, I would receive all the impulses from the clients or the people around me, and I was um, defenseless, kind of. So it taught me, like, okay, hey, you can bring walls to protect yourself. It doesn't mean that you do not give anymore. You give, but in a different way. You give in a more healthy way, where you also set your conditions and you, in the same time, protect yourself. It also means you can last longer.
Yeah. And I think
Mm.
this is probably a really important point that you mentioned just at the end, right? If you didn't have this knowledge, you probably would have not dared to open your own school again, which means people wouldn't have had the chance to learn from you the way that they can now.
That's one point.
Yeah.
And
Mm.
I would not attract the same kind of customers,
Hmm.
because I would still be in this old pattern of this kind of, I'm there for you, I'm there for everyone. And it was, I would not have set my conditions in the same
Yeah.
way, and it would as well have attracted different kind of clientele. I
Mm.
would have set up my website, set up my all social medias accounts in a different way as well. So
Yeah.
it has brought to me a deep inner change.
Oh, it's so nice to hear.
Think, hey, what am I doing? I don't know this girl at all. I'm going to tell her about my privacy and some very intimate things and things
Mhm.
about myself that are maybe strange or like very private, and but very like immediately we could feel that there is really an atmosphere of trust.
Yeah.
You have an immense knowledge about human beings. You're able to listen. What is really fantastic is that you are not judging. You just we can just be ourselves. You just listen. You understand what's happening, and you have the right reaction, whether it's to to push her to push us, sorry, to talk more, or whether you sometimes you say like, hey, stop. I love when you do that. Hey, no, 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 this is not my question. So just so you just like are always the right guide at the right moment with the right sensitivity. I would definitely go for it, just as a simple, incredible experience, because you don't know what the result will be. Probably everyone has at a moment being a question,
Mhm.
and would like to know that the answer is like, okay, this is going to be the answer. This is what I want to do. But in the end, you don't know where it's going to lead you. The only thing which you know is it's going to lead you to more clarity within yourself. So you're going to feel better. You're going to feel more steady inside, and you're going to feel you know yourself better with much less anxiety, because
Mhm.
sometimes it's a little bit like you don't know why you feel bad or depressed. There is a reason and you don't know what. But when you go through this coaching process, you feel more steady inside. And this is really nice. So, whatever the result and the outcome is in your life, whether professional or private, it's going to be something really like very a kind of a clarifying process where you know yourself better. So it's very, very soft. So it's not something which is violent,
Mhm.
like emotionally, like an earthquake. It's a soft process, but very loving from you. The way you do it, very loving, very gentle, and it's helping us, bringing us forward. So yeah, and I think it's really important because in our lives nowadays, we do not have time for this kind of things. So
Mm.
if it's something you can do once in a lifetime, just go for it, because this time is great for us to
A straight answer in the end. Was it worth the investment?
absolutely, absolutely. Anyway, that's what I thought in the beginning. I thought, look, this money will come back to me because if I'm healthy, in my head, in my life, in my desires, in my professional goals, the money will come back to me, because this is a positive energy, and there is nothing that is dragging more than positive energy around you. So if you are a positive, steady person with a positive energy, people around you feel it. And when you have a business, it's dragging everybody around you with it. So this is what I thought. I thought the money I put in now will come back to me.